Welcome to the Business Bear Podcast, Garrett County Business Development's local business marketing podcast, hosted by me, local radio personality and the voice of Garrett County, Connor Norman. Why Business Bear? Well, not only are black bears famous in our community, but the acronym actually stands for something. It stands for Business Expansion Assistance and Retention Podcast. So on this show, we sit down and spend 15 to 30 minutes talking with our local business owners, state partners, and economic development professionals in Garrett County. It's our hope that you learn a lot, and we'll try to have some fun while we're at it. So stay tuned and buckle up. Let's get this show on the road. Today, we've got our first guest. I have got a repeat Business Bear guest. I've got Karen Lockhart here with me today, and she's going to be talking about two exciting things in our community. First, her business, which is Karen Lockhart's Massage, Skincare, and Wellness. Also going to be talking about the Oakland Women's Civic Club and all the awesome things that they're doing. So Karen, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
I am doing great, Connor. Thanks for having me back. I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you. So this is a first event for us that we're doing kind of this live format where we're switching on the mics and we're talking about business today. So thank you so much for coming in. I think it's going to be exciting to get some updates from your business and hear what the Civic Club's got going on today. So let's talk about Karen Lockhart. Tell people a little bit about yourself, Karen.
Well, I'm originally from Northern Virginia, and I've slowly migrated west and have landed here in Garrett County. My first profession many years ago was nursing, but for the past 22 years, I've been doing massage, skincare, wellness. I do electrolysis, which is permanent hair removal. But I've added a couple services recently. I do cosmetic teeth whitening, so get ready for the holidays with your brighter, wider smile. And then I'm also playing around with the idea of offering private couples massage instruction to just help you reconnect with your partner and relax at home as you will.
I know some of the ladies around here are going to be excited. Some of them might say, you know what, the husband isn't that great at the massage. He needs a little help. And you're going to be coming in to help them out with that, aren't you?
Absolutely.
All the guys out there, beware, get your hands ready. You're about to learn how to do it right from Karen Lockhart. So Karen, thanks so much. Let's dive in a little bit about your services here. Where are you located first?
I'm at 12 South 3rd Street. That's the Edward Jones Financial Building. That's right next to Pizza Hut.
Oh, nice. Easy to find there.
Easy to find and plenty of parking.
So how do you get to you? Are you in the back? Are you in the front? Where are you at?
I'm in the back. I have my own private entrance in the back,
so
just
nice.
Park in the back of the building and come on in.
Well, that's super convenient. A great location, too.
Yes.
So if someone were to come and take advantage of some of your services, do you have a website? Do you have, like, social media where they can tune in to find out what's going on?
I do. My website is www.karenlockhart.net, and my phone number is 703-431-5688. And I always do complimentary consultations. So if you have a question about skincare or body issues where you need, help post-surgery, recovering with massage therapy, you're always welcome to come in for a private free consultation.
Nice. So let's say I'm a new customer looking to start the process for the first time. Walk me through that A to Z. Like, how do I contact you? Or what's the best way? Can I message you through your Facebook page? Do you have a web portal? What does that look like?
You can go to my website and contact me there. You can always text or call, and we'll just have you come in and we'll discuss your needs and together figure out a treatment plan and how we're going to move forward.
Awesome. Well, that's so exciting to have a service like yours in our community. There's a lot of people that I think could take advantage of that because stress is ever prevalent out there. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Stress is very prevalent, especially as we move into the holidays. And one thing that I like to offer is guided meditation and hypnotherapy.
Okay.
And that just helps people relax. Hypnosis can help you stop smoking, help with anxiety, insomnia, self-esteem, any kind of thing you want to improve.
That's awesome.
Meditation and hypnosis can help with. And every Friday at noon, I have a free guided meditation in the office. You don't need an appointment. It's a group session. Whoever shows up, just come in. We spend 20 minutes relaxing and preparing for the weekend.
Wow, that is so cool. I mean, this is a service that many people have had to leave the community to get. So you're rather new. How long have you been at your location?
I opened July 9th, so
Awesome.
I'm very new, and I really appreciate the great response I've gotten from the community. I've gotten some fabulous clients, and the response to the services I offer has really been fabulous here in Garrett County.
That is awesome. And you come with decades of experience. You know, this business has existed in one form or another through Virginia, other parts of Maryland, and now you've settled here in Oakland. And we are so grateful to have you and your investment into our community. Again, offering a service that many have had to leave the community to get before. Now they can find it right here in our backyard. So we're happy to be helping you spread the word today, getting it out there. So again, people go and patronize Karen Lockhart Massage, Skincare, and Wellness, located right there in Oakland next to Pizza Hut in the Edward Jones building. She is located around the back. And again, the best way to get you is to contact you at your website. Can you give us your website, your phone number, and your Facebook page so people know where to go?
Yes, my website is www.karenlockhart.net, and my cell phone number is 703-431-5688. Email is roundhillmassage@yahoo.com. So feel free to reach out, and the best way to reach me is probably by text message, because usually if I'm with clients, I don't answer the phone. So, but I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can, and I look forward to hearing from you.
All right, and now we're going to transition hats here. So we got our same guest, Karen Lockhart, here. We're going to take off the massage and wellness hat. We're going to need that later. Trust me, I'm going to need to decompress after a day of fun interviews. But now we're going to put on our Oakland Civic Club hat and talk a little bit about that. Karen, can you tell me a little bit about the club and what their mission is?
Yes, when I came here to Garrett County, I was looking for ways to get involved with the community, give back to the community, and I stumbled upon the Civic Club of Oakland. And the club was founded in 1911, and the first president was Thelka Fundenberg.
Okay.
And she organized a group of 22 women and 22 male honorary members to clean the streets of Oakland. They hauled away 39 wagons of dirt and garbage, and they continued doing this until regular garbage collection was established. The Civic Club also organized the first public library in Oakland around 1915, and that
No
is
way.
now what is the Ruth Enlow Library.
Incredible. I mean,
So-
it makes me feel kind of bad there. Look at how much trash they remove from the streets, and I'm struggling to get the leaves out of my ditch.
Right, and they had to do it with horse and wagon.
Now I'm inspired. Now I need to go home and start doing some yard work. Continue.
Well, I joined the Civic Club because it's a way for me personally, to help many organizations and nonprofits in the community through one group. And unfortunately, I think the Civic Club often has the image of just being a bunch of older ladies sitting around having lunch together. And while it certainly is a social club, we do a lot of work in the community.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm happy to be the spokesperson today and give the Civic Club and all the ladies that are involved a little pat on the back for the work that they do, because it's often behind the scenes. But we just recently had Autumn Glory Weekend, and the Women's Civic Club holds the Antique and Artisan Market during that weekend.
Oh, nice.
And that raises money for local nonprofits. And we distribute that money every March.
And you know, that is an incredible event too. I mean, it has certainly become a growing attraction for Autumn Glory. Just going in there, you never know what you're going to find. I've literally come out with historical pieces, antiques from hundreds of years ago, down to just something I really needed, around the house. But that is an incredible event, and I'm glad you guys put that on, and it sounds like it helps a really great cause here in the community.
It does. This year, the Civic Club donated $14,250 to 23 different local nonprofits.
Wow.
And that money was the money that was raised from the 2023 Autumn Glory Antique Show.
Incredible.
So all of the money that we raise goes right back into Garrett County.
Awesome. Well, that's so great to hear about such a great community organization that's doing a lot for our nonprofits and really helping, the people in our communities to thrive and to grow. Now, 23 nonprofits, that's incredible. Now, are all of those Garrett County nonprofits?
They are right here in the county. So all
Awesome.
that money goes right back to the county.
Well, it's nice to put a spotlight on them, let the community know that the Oakland Women's Civic Club is out there and doing some great things year-round, behind the scenes, and of course, some great events like this luncheon.
But you can find
That's more
us
my style.
on Facebook. We're the Civic Club of Oakland, and on Instagram at CC Oakland MD. And again, our website is civicclubofoaklandmd.com. So if you have any interest at all, just reach out to one of us. And like I said, I would be happy to personally sponsor any interested ladies at our next monthly luncheon.
That is so awesome, Karen. Thank you so much for sharing this information. I'm not an expert in the field, but I can say that volunteerism and helping in the community is a benefit to you. A lot of people will say, I'm busy, work is a lot, kids, obligations, events, yearly things. Folks, take some time to get out there and volunteer through great organizations like this. It will help you. It will boost you. You will feel a lot better at the end of the day. Of course, you'll be doing some good throughout your community and making a difference, which I think at the end of the day is the most positive piece of this. So appreciate you again, Karen. Thank you so much for being our first in our live event today. Are happy to have a repeat guest here on the Business Bear podcast. I know we've got so much more coming up for you today, folks, so stay tuned. Well, folks, I'm almost out of words, and I know that's surprising, but we have had an action-packed day here at the live recording of the Business Bear podcast, a special event celebrating Maryland's Economic Development Week that's been happening all week long across the state of Maryland, but we're celebrating in a big way by doing this special event here in Garrett County. And this has just been an absolute treat today. We've learned from businesses, resource partners, everything in between. And I've just been amazed by today's events. And you know what? I think more are coming down the line. But I'm excited about our next couple guests coming along too. Like I said, folks, an action-packed day here celebrating Economic Development Week again in Garrett County and across the state of Maryland. We're excited to have more of our partners from Garrett College here. I've got Kim Govey and I've got Caitlin Glodfelty with me today. Ladies, how are you doing?
Doing well, Connor. Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Ladies, we've been kind of talking all day. It's a beautiful time in Garrett County. You've got the best of both worlds. It's a little sunny outside, but the temperature's perfect between that 60, 70 range. What do you think? Is it not beautiful out there right now?
Oh, it's the best. It smells like fall. It looks like fall. It feels like fall. I love it.
And I purposely planned this whole event around that, I promise you. No.
You did well. I mean, you couldn't have planned it better.
Of course.
Yeah.
Also gives us a jumping off point. Let's hear a little bit about you before we jump into your programs. So we'll start over here with Kim, and then we'll go over to Caitlin. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then tell us a little bit about your role here with Garrett College. Kim.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Connor. So I'm Kim Govey, and my role here at Garrett College is I'm the coordinator of professional education in the Business Solutions program. And we'll learn a little bit more about what that means, but in my role, I help our business community as well as individuals who want to upscale and kind of gain more experience or training to improve their opportunities in the workforce.
Nice. And I know you're making a big splash in the community already, and I understand you're from somewhere else. Where are you from?
Absolutely. So I grew up in Morgantown and kind of a small little community in Morgantown, and I moved to California. And it just opened up opportunities, education, but there was the piece that was missing, and that was being close to family and the connections to community. And so when I was searching online, what's near Morgantown, what's close, I Googled Garrett County because I'd never been here. And so it was just just a breath of fresh air as I was exploring opportunities, and just
Awesome.
came to love this community and the people. So thanks for asking.
That is so cool. We're happy to have you in our community, Kim. You've been such a great asset so far, and looking forward to hearing more about your programs. Let's kick it over to Caitlin. Caitlin, tell us about
Thanks.
yourself.
Hi there. So I'm Caitlin Glotfelty. I born and raised in Garrett County, so I love the community. I love taking advantage of the outdoors. We like to hike and camp and just spend time in nature and all the beauty that the county has to offer, especially in the summer and fall. I don't love the cold in the winter, but it'll do. And I've been at the college a little over 9 years, and it's gone by very fast, actually. It's been a great place to be, and it's really rewarding to be able to work in the place where, you know, you live and play, and you are able to make an impact on the community. So in my 10 years, my role has changed. I started at support, came through workforce development, and now I'm in the business solutions department. And so I oversee our business solutions department, adult-based education, community ed, and work alongside Kim on our day-to-day endeavors.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for what you do. You make a great impact yourself on this community, and both of you are working very hard to keep Garrett County thriving, to keep our businesses growing, and really help funnel our workforce development initiatives. The college has been an incredible partner of our department, none more than the continuing education department and all you guys do. There's a whole host and variety of things, but we're going to narrow it down on some of the business solutions portions of this. So let's kind of kick off a 101. What are some of the programs, if let's say I'm looking to start a business or I have a business in Garrett County, what are some things that are available to me through this department at Garrett College?
Perfect. So I'll just start with like one of the immediate things that comes to mind that I hold here at the college is our GIC space. And
Okay.
the GIC is intended for those that are entrepreneurs or kicking off their new business. We rent space here. We have approximately 8 businesses here at the college. And what's wonderful about it is that they're centrally located and they can access the college resources as well as access some of our community partners and support. So for example, we have our local SBDC come and they're able to meet with those businesses and give support. Of course, business development is integral to their support. So we make sure that, one, they have affordable rent and space, as well as they're connected to those resources to help them thrive.
That's awesome. Big shout out to the JIG. It's what we're in now. Fantastic space, and we're so happy the college has been letting us use this space for today's event. Like you said, centrally located. Our businesses have loved it. You know, it's an easy to 15-minute drive from any point in the county. Whether you're from the furthest north or furthest south, it's a great location. We're happy to be here hosting this event today. Caitlin, tell us a little bit about some of your programs.
Absolutely. So we have a whole host of programs. So I can touch on a piece of some of them, and we'll kind of just tag team it as we offer a lot.
Yeah, let's hear about all of it.
So we have some upcoming classes and programs that could be of great interest to our community, businesses, individuals, what have you. So we have bookkeeping classes, QuickBooks, Excel. Those benefit companies, businesses, large and small, individuals, personal interest. We have a lot of variety of people who take advantage of those. We have empowerment skills for family workers. So that's a really unique class that is great for human service workers. So think of like social work, all of our agencies serving clients to help give them the skills and strategies to a longer, better sustaining life. We have the Signature Leadership Garrett County program coming up in the spring, and that is a fantastic program, a great partnership between your department as well. And Connor, I'm going to maybe put a little plug in to you if you want to highlight your experience just going through that program.
So,
as
yeah,
well.
cat's out of the bag. Actually, this is the second time we brought it up today. One of my other Leadership Garrett classmates, Burke Friend, was in earlier talking about Tailor Made. And they're awesome, everything that they offer, such a great business in our community. But yeah, it was a cohort of, there were 6 of us, and I can't say enough how valuable that experience was. We were able to connect and network. All of us came out of there friends. All of us came out of there business associates, and we're able to, we keep up to this day. What was nice is the lessons and the things that we learned in the process, I think was just so great. It highlights multiple aspects of our community and what's going on out there. Kind of gives you a great understanding of how Garrett County works. And if you have any interest at all in the future of Garrett County, and being involved in how it's shaped and how it moves forward. I highly recommend you send someone to this class. Come to the class yourself. It's super valuable. The cost is minimal. The engagement is well worth it. At the end, you're going to find yourself extremely satisfied. So I think that's been a great program amongst many that have come out of here. I heard Pop talking about Pop.
Yes.
Tell me about Pop. So many people might not know what that is. They might be thinking, oh, now he's talking about soft drinks. No,
Right.
That's a great program. Tell me about Pop.
Yeah, so POP is the Power of Possibilities event. So it's held annually, typically. And so going back to one of your initial questions about trainings that we have to support small businesses, we offer training to help entrepreneurs kick off a new business. So we help them design their business plan. As Kim mentioned, we're connecting them to resources and network in our community, and all of that leads up to the Power Possibilities event, which is a business plan competition. So they're able to come to this great event and give their pitch of the great business plan that they've worked on for several months leading up to it, and it's also a great networking event to get established and connected to community members. There's a grand prize at the end to help launch their business, and so that's always something that we really look forward to, and we're able to connect with other small businesses in our community to just learn from each other and build those establishments. So that'll be coming up in the early winter months, as we just launched our Entrepreneurship Pathways program a few weeks ago. So
And it
that's
is
exciting.
so easy to get involved with. I mean, some of the presentations in the businesses I've seen come from that program, you're talking some major movers and shakers in our community that have gone through Power of Possibilities just to learn those integral skills and to compete with their business plans. How valuable they've been to our community, and it started here with that program. So that's really awesome. So I'll turn it over to Kim.
Yeah,
You got more on the cooker you want to tell me
For
about
sure.
what's going on.
I just wanted to touch on the exciting part is to see when they actually launch. They've gone to the program, they pitch, and then they're able to launch. And so that's what we really find exciting, is to just watch that growth and process. But just to touch on a few more of our upcoming events that we have ongoing Nurturing Family classes. And so that's for our parents, those that want to get support, and also kind of learn some new parenting strategies. We offer that on an ongoing basis. We have multiple classes per year, and that is a partnership with some of our community partners. We really think it's a priority and important. We also offer our Workforce Summit that will be coming up this year. You've often also heard about the annual Garrett County Job Fair. That's something that we promote each May. And it's really exciting to see kind of the new businesses come in and make that connection between the employees and even our local high school students. Some other areas that we offer are nonprofit management. That's an online collaboration, but you can take that course right from your couch if you'd like. And then some other online offerings that I hold. We have the Ed2Go. It's online courses. It's both fundamental and it's our career track. So it's a great opportunity. Let's say if you wanted to take QuickBooks online, you can do that. But there's also a career path with that. And another partnership that we offer for online opportunities is our partnership with George Brown. And there you can gain different skill sets or focus on your career path. And so they offer PLC 1 and 2, they offer automation technician, wind turbine, and much more. So there's a lot of offerings online, and we're available to answer any questions. So.
And that's so cool. It's right here in our backyard.
Absolutely.
You're talking about being able to take advantage of these trainings from your couch, or even if they come into campus here, how convenient that is. Instead of having to drive an hour plus, you can get these integral skills that can really change your life,
Exactly.
that can improve you in ways that you can't even understand until you get involved in these programs. And it's right here available locally for somebody to take advantage of.
Right, and literally a phone call away. So that's what I think drives both Caitlin and I, is being able to support our community and see that growth and opportunities.
Absolutely.
Now, for these programs and these trainings, are there scholarships or funding opportunities available to individuals or businesses that might be interested?
Absolutely, yes to all. So we have scholarship opportunities for individuals. We have scholarship opportunities for businesses. We have We partner with third-party funding sources. We partner with local organizations. So we try to, we want to be as helpful to as many people as possible and to promote their successes the best that we can. So when students approach us or businesses approach us and they have a training need, we will work with them to identify what that is and how we can best meet that need. And we do have, scholarships specific for contract training opportunities. So maybe a business reaches out to us and they need CPR training or management training or stress management or whatever that might look like. Our goal and job is to design a training that meets their need, that bridges whatever gap they're facing. We find subject matter experts to teach it, facilitate it, and then if they're like, oh, but we need help paying for it, we have some funding that we're able to support that as well. So we want
that is so cool.
Their success is our success.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. Well, and I've seen it firsthand. I've come to you guys with businesses that have had issues or had like a specific training need, and you guys have really been able to tailor it to them specifically, which is nice. There's a lot of minutia that goes into finding the right trainings and the right opportunities for staff, whether it's bringing them up, training a supervisor, whether it's training them on integral machines through your CTTC. There's just a lot of opportunity here for not just an individual, but a business or an organization that needs their staff and their people paired with these important skills. So really great and really awesome what you guys are doing. I'm so thankful that we have such awesome partners here at Garrett College. Anytime I have a question, anytime I've got a business or a person in need, I give you guys a call and you're on top of it, which is the best. So any other programs for me? Where would someone go if they want to learn about the full list of what you've got?
Yeah, it's a great question. So a couple of avenues. They can check out our website. It's just www.garrettcollege.edu/CEWD specifically, but you can find us on our web. Our main phone line, 301-387-3069, is listed there as well. You can contact us that way. We can send you a beautiful schedule booklet in the mail that hosts all of our offerings, business solutions, workforce training, community ed. I'll put a plug in for a super fun upcoming workshop that's in our community ed bucket. So it's all of our personal interest, fun enrichment classes. It's a really cool classic holiday workshop. It's November 16th from 2 to 7 at Deep Creek Pottery. You do have to pre-register for the event, but you can pick out a really cute holiday pottery piece and paint it to your desire. So that is great. And I did want to also mention our adult basic education program.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I think that's so valuable to our community as well. So we offer courses or classes that prepare students to take the GED exam, which in Maryland, you will then actually earn a Maryland high school diploma. And we all know that can really help students for employment opportunities, training opportunities. Sometimes it's just for self-fulfillment. So we do offer those classes all year. The class itself is free of charge due to grant funding. So we try to, help as many community members as we can there as well. We have family literacy initiatives, English as second language initiatives. So that's a huge pillar of what we do here in Continuing Ed as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for coming in and sharing all this exciting stuff.
Thanks for having us.
I'm sure many of our listeners may be hearing this for the first time, or maybe they just needed it refreshed. We'll come and start taking advantage, checking out your resources. So again, thank you so much for coming in. This live recording we've had going on today, the Business Bear podcast. Again, a big shout out to Garrett College for hosting us here. It's a lovely room they've got us in here at the GIC. And a big shout out to Castleman Catering for the awesome treats they've had available for us all day, and of course to all of the businesses that are coming in. We've got more in store for you folks, so stay tuned. And again, thank you so much to Kim and Caitlin for your time today and letting us know what you got going on here.
Awesome. Thanks for your partnership. We appreciate it as always.
And likewise, thank you.
Thank you, ladies. You have a good day.
You too.
There it is.
Thank you.
You too.
All right, we're continuing with our live recording event here at the Business Bear podcast. Excited to have our next guest from Railey Realty. We've got Kristen Skeevers. Kristen, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm excited to have you here for multiple reasons. A, you guys have had me on your podcast. I finally got you in here for the Business Bear podcast. And, I'm excited to have Railey Realty here to be talking about all the awesome stuff you guys have going on over there. Let's tell our listeners all about you. Kristen, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I am local, born and bred. I went to WVU, so I've always been close to home. I'm the associate broker and media and marketing director at Railey Realty. I've been there for 10 years, and it's just the best place to work. I have the coolest job. I get to do all the fun stuff, social media, websites, and then I just get to know all the details. So I get to help train agents and bring new people on and go out in the community, do fun podcasts, go to chamber events. I'm really active with the Chamber of Commerce and a couple nonprofits around the area. So I really like being involved in the community, and that's one of the things Railey really pushes for its agents to do.
And that's awesome. And your guys' social media is some of the funniest and coolest stuff around. It seems like every time a new business pops open, or it helps make my job easy because we're trying to promote what's locally happening, and a new business pops up, and it's like, I almost want to start stealing your videos because they're so good, and just start sharing them on our page because you guys do an excellent job.
Yeah, we have a
at
great
really
team.
getting it out there. So let's talk a little bit about Railey Realty. I understand you guys have recently celebrated 50 years here in our community.
Yeah, so 2024 is 50 years, and it's a really awesome achievement. Like, I've only been there for 10 years. There are agents that have been there for the long haul. There's a lot of people that have been there for 20, 30 years, and it's just really amazing to work with such veteran agents and be with a company that's had such lasting power. You see the Smith family, the Naylor family, like there's all these really awesome local names that have really just been in the industry and in tourism since the lake started, since Garrett County, really found its own way. And the Railey name is one of those. So I really think it's awesome that the real estate side at least has had 50 years, and the future is just bright.
Because you're an associate broker, because you're a marketing professional, I want to get kind of the skinny on what it's like being a real estate agent. What's that process like?
So, having a driver's license doesn't make you a good driver, right?
Yeah.
Same can be said for real estate. So just because you get your license doesn't, make you great at your job. What really makes you good is training and getting with a good brokerage and a good support team. And that's really one of the things that Railey Realty instills in their agents. It's training. It's making sure that you're really well prepared. So, you get your license, you go through a couple months of training with us, to make sure that you're really prepared to answer those hard questions, because somebody's going to walk in and they're going to want to know, how does commission work? How do I get pre-approved? Who do you recommend for things like that? And you need to know the answers. And the best way to do that is experience. So that's why it's so nice to have such a big network of agents in our brokerage that have so much experience, because we all just work off of each other and with each other. And it really gives you a really solid foundation to start your real estate career. And then if you've been there for a while, then you can help the next generation come up, or you just keep expanding on your own business.
And that's really cool to know, because it seems like all of your agents, and I know a lot of them very well, a lot of them are good friends of mine, and it definitely seems like everyone's on brand. You guys do a really good job of having the same message, putting the same message out into the community. And it's great that our businesses, all of our businesses are super welcoming, super friendly. Even our previous guests that we just had today have commented on how great and welcoming our community is. In our business community, and I'll say this to any of my colleagues across the state, we have the best. Number one, I'm claiming it here, for my millions of listeners have heard me say it several times. Bar none, our businesses are fantastic at helping. And it's nice to know that your agents are very much practicing what they preach there.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not, we're not selling a home. Some realtors do. The realtors at Railey, I think that's what makes us so different, is we're selling the lifestyle. And that's if you're coming here for a second home, or if you're coming here for a primary home. If you're moving here full time, you're moving here for some reason, and it might be a job, but you still want to get ingrained in the lifestyle. Our agents are on PTAs, they're out on their side-by-sides, they're tied up in Cherry Creek on Saturday. You're going to find it's easier to trust somebody that it can really speak from their own personal experience. And I think that's one of the really cool things about our agents and using a local, a local agent when you're looking for real estate, is that, they're literally living the lifestyle that you're trying to get in on. And you've said it 100 times, this is an awesome community, and it really takes a local expert to help you kind of navigate through that and find your perfect spot here. We're not selling you a house. We want you to be here and be so happy. And, we want everybody to come. We want a big community.
Yes.
We don't want to stop. We don't just want you to buy a house. We want you to be friends forever.
Yeah, and speaking of navigating, someone were looking to purchase a home for the first time, what's the process? Do you guys have a website? Do you have phone numbers, social media? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're active on all social platforms, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, Pinterest, all the places you can find us. Our website is Railey.com, And it has a lot of great resources if you're looking to buy, if you're looking to sell. It shows all the available properties in the area. Really great. It's super easy to use. You can customize it by bedrooms, by price. Super easy to sort through the website. And then our office is open 7 days a week. So, I mean, we're easy to find. We're right on 219.
Well, and I love, as you go into your office, you guys have that nice interactive board right there in the front. If you want to kind of get to know the area and see what's available out there, not just local happenings, but like attractions and, you know, even if you want to take a look at what's available in a certain area, you guys have that. So that's really cool that you guys have that available. What's your location? Where can people find your office?
So we're at 2 Vacation Way in McHenry. It's right between First United Bank and the Chamber of Commerce. And it's right along 219, but our Vacation Way is the street behind it.
Yeah.
But pretty easy to find. You can see us from the road. And we have an agent on duty 7 days a week. So if you're in the area, we're in the area and we're ready to help.
That's awesome. And I say, whether you're buying a home or not, go in there and check it out. Meet the team. You know, you're going to meet some fast friends there. It's always excellent working with your team. Again, check out your local resources. Again, what was the website?
Railey.com.
Thank you so much, Kristen, for coming in. I think we've had a lot of great talk. Before I let you go here, tell me a little bit about the podcast. You guys have been now 2 seasons. You're working on a 3rd. Tell me a little bit about the Not Salty podcast.
Yeah, so the Not Salty podcast, it's myself and 2 friends. And we are interviewing locals and people that, you know, frequent here that have really cool backgrounds. We've interviewed NFL players, Major League Baseball players, business owners, Connor himself. We've interviewed
Episode number 5, by the way.
So we've done 2 seasons. We're getting ready to start season 3. So really what we want to do with the podcast is kind of create this history. Like, we have a lot of really awesome guests that talk about the 80s and the 90s and history of the lake and, you know, stuff that predates me or some things that I remember. And it's just a really cool way to get different perspective. And there are so many cool people in our community that have something interesting to say. And that's our whole goal of the Not Salty podcast, is just to get those people recorded and get everybody's stories told.
Gotcha. And why Not Salty?
Well, you know, people have those Salt Life stickers for the ocean, and that made me salty. So, but Deep Creek's not salty because it's a freshwater lake. So we thought Not Salty was kind of fun.
We need to start branding the Not Salt Life stickers for Deep Creek Lake.
I heard Salt Life went bankrupt or something, and they're not making stickers anymore. And I was like, this is our time to shine.
It's time to capitalize on Not Salt Life.
Yeah.
It's going to be the opposite, you know? It's going to do super well. We're going to hire 500 people to start manufacturing stickers. It's going to happen. Okay. Well, thanks so much, Kristen. Appreciate it. There we go.
Thanks.
That's it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're segueing to our next guest here, and we're excited to hear from him. But quick reminder, folks, this is our exciting live recording event for the Business Bear podcast. We're celebrating Economic Development Week here in Maryland, all over the state, but in particular here in Garrett County. We want to show off some awesome programs and businesses that we have available here, and we're excited by all the guests we've had so far, and we're excited to hear from the guests we've got coming up, including Mr. Mark Green from the Garrett County Board of Education. Mark, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having us, Connor.
Awesome. So good to have you here. Thanks for coming out, braving this beautiful day. Best time of year to be in Garrett County. What do you think?
It's my absolute favorite time of the year. I look forward to this every year, all the events that go on, just being able to get out and get outdoors. It's really, truly my favorite time of year here.
Well, you know, my allergies are not a fan of what goes on out there right now. I think I'm Zyrtec'd up for weeks and weeks on end. But again, I think it's totally worth it, especially when I can step outside and it's perfect weather for me. I'm a big guy. I love that 60, 70s range. You know, a little sunshine keeps just warm enough where you don't need that jacket. Anyway, that's enough about the weather. Mark, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit about your role with Garrett County Board of Education.
So I'm the manager of communications and public relations for the school system. I have been with the school system for 8 years now.
Nice.
I started part-time contractually and worked into a couple different full-time positions. And this is by far the favorite position that I've held. And I really enjoy working for the school system, being able to work towards future generations and benefit them, even though I don't directly work with the students.
Absolutely. You know, our Garrett County Public Schools are some of, and I'll argue this all day long, some of the best, not just in this state, but in the country. We have a fantastic and driven group at our Board of Education. We have great teachers in the schools, and we just have fantastic staff. You guys help make the wheels work. You help get the information out there and keep everyone informed. I'm super grateful for what you guys do. But I understand you guys have moved over to another part of the community. Where are you guys at now?
We're on Dennett Road at the former Dennett Road Elementary School, which is now the Dennett Road Educational Complex. We've got our administrative offices there and some at Northern Middle School. And also Head Start is in the building with us, and County IT.
Nice.
County IT. So it's a good network of different organizations coming together there. And
just all coalescing into one. You know, it's like Pandora's box. You don't know what you're going to find in there, but it's all valuable.
it is. It is indeed.
So communications guy, you're the guy to know to get the word out there. What kind of platforms do you guys use to kind of spread your message?
We've got multiple platforms, social media. We've got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. We've got the website, and then we also send out email news blasts for anybody that's signed up for them for our general stories. There is a separate system that community members can sign up for if they want to know when we're letting out schools early, closed for the day, et cetera. That's also available on our website through transportation page on the winter weather.
Nice. I think that's important to know because there's so much information, especially around kids and events. They have to keep informed. And there are a lot of people out there that just say something happens and they just say, I don't know. I didn't know. Well, here we finally have from the source some of the greatest platforms that you can tune into to make sure that you're staying on top of all the latest information from the Board of Education, so you know what's happening in the schools. An informed population is an empowered population. Tell me about interacting with the Board of Education here. So if someone were interested in following the meetings, how do they go about that process? Is there a monthly meeting that takes place? Where would I find announcements on something like that?
We do have a monthly meeting. It's generally the second Tuesday of each month. Every now and then there'll be a conflict and we have to change it, or there might be a special meeting that comes up for a different time.
Okay.
All of the public portions of those meetings are broadcast with a live stream through our YouTube channel. That's placed on our website, social media channels, and again, the news blast for each individual meeting.
Okay. If someone was just generally interested in finding more information, what is your website?
Our website is gcps.net, and that's as in Garrett County Public Schools.
Awesome.
GCPS.
Nice, super simple. I think back in the day, it used to have a ton of hyphens and stuff. It sounds like you guys made that super simple.
It did. Thankfully, we were able to move on from that.
Like I said, if I can understand it, just about anybody should be able to understand that. So I appreciate it, if anything else. You know, Garrett County, it's an inevitability. Winter is coming. It's going to be ice. We did get a positive report saying that it was going to be a little warmer, but we're still going to get a lot of precipitation, which means what? Snow. It means ice. So being informed, like when school's going to be out, I'll tell you what, it was the most important announcement I heard when I was a kid on the bus, or before I got on the bus, listening to the radio station. Shout out to KHJ, my favorite spot. Listening for that announcement, that was the most immediate way. And then you would hear it and you went, yes, I'm out of school for the day. But now you can get a text message right to your phone, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. And myself as well, you know, I'm out of school 25 years now, and I still get excited when there's a snow day, even though I have to work.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm excited for the kids.
That's terrible. They still make you come in.
Yeah. Now, we do have virtual days that we've implemented the last couple of years. We've been able to do that. And this year there was a change in the state legislature. So we have 3 traditional snow days that we'll have to take because that's what we've got built in for makeup days.
Okay.
And then after that point, we would be able to start using virtual days if it's feasible.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome stuff to know. And it's great to know that there's some platforms to learn more. You know, the school system has a ton of great programs that assist the kids in connecting them with our business community. You guys have been a tremendous partner in establishing training programs, workforce development programs, and just connecting our kids with local businesses, events, nonprofits that keep them here and thriving in our community. So I really appreciate, again, everything the Garrett County Public School System does for us. And it sounds like there are ways to keep on top of everything that you guys are doing. And I really appreciate you coming here, Mark, and telling us all about it. Give us your website and give us your social media platforms again for our listeners that want to plug in and learn more?
Of course, our website is www.gcps.net. You can find us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And also, if you've got any general questions, you can feel free to give us a call at 301-334-8900 or shoot us an email at public.info@gcps.net.
Well, thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate your time. Do you have any special events, any special news that you want to blast out there for the general public to know?
All of our events are updated regularly. We've got a Google Calendar on the homepage of the website, and you can find our events there, or on the public relations page, there's a monthly activities calendar that comes out with all the different activities each school's participating in.
No, you're good. Well, thanks so much, Mark. I think valuable information today. Appreciate you coming in and sharing in our live recording event today. It's great to have you here and spreading the word about what's available in our public school system. Keep on fighting the good fight and keep the word out there to the people. Appreciate what you do, sir.
I'll do my best. Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
It has been an incredible day with incredible guests here for our live event celebrating Economic Development Week here in Garrett County and across the state of Maryland. Of course, we've been doing our Business Bear podcast, just kind of getting the word out about local businesses, economic development professionals, and movers and shakers in our community. And man, have we had an incredible gambit today. We've seen everything from small businesses. We've seen the public school and education system. We've even met and talked with a great event that's coming up here in January. It's just been an exciting day and a wonderful event here for the Business Bear podcast, and we are so excited to just be sharing this around to Garrett County and all of our listeners today. So we've got another guest here with us. I've got Josh Sloan, another repeat Business Bear guest. We are so happy to have him back. He's going to be talking about some more Sunrise Sanitation goodies and all the fun stuff that they've got going on. We're ready and raring to hear some more about what we talked about last time. I think, Josh, welcome to the show again. Happy to have you here for our live event. So great to have our friends from Sunrise in. And I think last time we were talking about bears. Speaking of Business Bear podcast, we were talking about the straps. So how's that going?
It's going great. Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate you doing this. It's pretty cool to come back and talk about some of the things that we talked about before. So yeah, I just wanted to come in and kind of give a quick update on some new information concerning the trash locker system that we implemented a little while ago.
Awesome. Well, and if you're not familiar with this, go back a couple episodes. We featured Josh for a full-length Business Bear podcast episode. We talked about the trash locker system, an inventive new system that truly keeps the bears out of your trash and keeping them from making a mess. I know it's such a tragedy every time they get into your wooden enclosures and they drag out your bags and they just trash the place. Pardon the pun. But these inventive new straps have really kind of taken the pain out of the process, and it was really great to hear that. So if you haven't already, go back and listen to that episode. Check it out. Pick up some bear straps while you're at it. Josh, let's get back to it. Tell me more.
Yeah, awesome little plug for the last one, so appreciate that. So yeah, this system's pretty amazing. It's kind of revolutionary, and it's ahead of the game, and thankfully we were able to jump in on it as we discussed last time. So this is a game changer for sure, especially for our county, as we all see the Facebook pages of all the bears since the bear hunt is going on.
Oh yeah.
Obviously the bears are part of our life. They're not going anywhere, even with the hunt. So these straps are working great. They're proven. We just really had started last time during the podcast. It continues to grow now. The systems have been really foolproof. We've got a lot of testimonies on them, and a couple of the updates that we wanted to push was being able to speak with John Groves with the TVRU there at Garrett County, just being able to kind of let them know what we're doing and give them some information on the system outside of just our own advertising. And it really hit home for them that what they're looking for is trying to keep the trash where it's supposed to go. You know, keeping it in the cans, keeping it in the trucks, going to the landfill, and nothing more. You know, we have the cheesy little thing of keep the bears out of the trash and the trash out of the bears, but that's truly what we're looking to do.
Yeah.
And now with TVRU on board with our system, you know, it's just another notch in our belt to help us continue to grow and help us fix this problem that we have. So really excited about that. And then we were also able to sit down with a lady from the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, one of their bear specialists and animal interaction specialists there. And she was really excited to come and talk with us because she had seen some of our ads and some of our funny little things here and there talking about the trash locker system. And she was really excited to learn more. She had watched our video of Uno down in North Carolina and watching him give it his best and give up. So she was really, really excited. That's kind of what she's looking for, is just an option to keep the bears out of the trash. So
That's so cool.
it's just something that we're really excited about and we're really pushing. These straps are basically designed for our cans. We've got a signed contract with the gentleman and the company that make these. So we've really partnered together and trying to help out and do the best we can. That's what we're here for, and we're here to keep growing and here to basically solve a problem that we obviously all have to deal with. So
It's awesome.
everything's going great, and if you need to switch over or get some trash lockers, just let us know. Like I said, they're bear-proof, and they'll keep your life a lot easier, I promise you, from my own experience. So.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you have it happen to you for the first time when you go outside and you're tired, maybe it's early morning and you're on your way to work and suddenly you have to spend a half an hour or more cleaning up trash that's strewn all over your yard, all over the street. People are driving through it, or, just maybe something that you didn't really want the world to see. It was in your trash for a reason, is now on display for your neighbors and all the passerbys. So the bear did this. Have that happen to you once, I promise you'll want bear straps on everything after that. What I like about it is a super simplistic system that even kids can seem to manage, work it open, but a bear, no matter how hard they try, can't get in that thing.
Lack of thumbs is what we say. So no, they're very easy. We got a little video coming up that we've seen. Some of you have maybe seen it with the zombies. So they're zombie-proof as well, so that's a plus.
I know, that was pretty funny. So not only has Josh since become a great spokesperson for the bear straps, but also an internet sensation. The videos you guys have been putting out have been not only funny, but informative. It really is cool what you guys got there. And I just want to call back to that TVRU thing. For those that don't understand what that means, it's temporary vacation rental units. And so anyone that has one of these units or does a rental of their home, goes through a company, you are familiar with John Groves and the work he does. He's a fantastic individual in our planning and permitting office that just monitors this just to make sure everyone's safe and that everyone's following the rules. And again, it was nice to put you in touch with him when you came on with this. New technologies are always coming down the pike, and this was certainly that. He was very happy with what he saw there, and turns out that it went right in with our code as a requirement. So that was really cool to see, and nice that there's a synergy there and that it's working for us and for the people that want to keep the trash out of the bears. Yep. It's keeping them healthy too, and a great part of our community.
So yeah, we're really excited about the trash locker system. It's great to have TVRU, on our side. Same with DNR. This is definitely the solution that they suggest. Especially for anyone with the wooden enclosures. Myself, I don't even have an enclosure. We just take the trash out, but it's just nice to have that extra security. But the wooden enclosures, it's kind of a no-brainer. The metal enclosures as well, we've had a few folks that, like I said, the metal enclosures, like I said last time, they're great. They work wonderful. It is an extra line of defense because the metal enclosures, sometimes they don't want to shut quite as well. It is metal outside, and then on top of the fact that bears are pretty smart. Thankfully, they don't have opposable thumbs, and they have no trouble with our trash lockers. But sometimes they can open doors. Has happened to cars, that sort of thing. But it's just an extra line of defense for the metal containers. So definitely not trying to bring down on that. But it's something, like I said, it's just kind of a no-brainer. And we're glad that I've got the support of my team and from Nathan, my CEO, and all the folks there to really go after this project and help us grow and help a problem that we all have to deal with and see. No one wants to pick up trash like that. It's gross. It gets all over the place. And not only is it in the bears, you got the dogs and all. Everything that comes afterwards until it gets picked up. It's just gross, and nobody wants to fool with it. I don't want our guys having to pick it up. I don't want you having to pick it up. It's just kind of a no-brainer. So we're really excited and keep pushing and keep growing with that aspect. So definitely something we're proud of, and we're going to keep working and really, really push.
Awesome. And, I think it's funny. I just heard a story. Now, bears are on the top of everyone's mind right now. It's the middle of bear season. Populations do grow a little out of control, and this is the healthy way to maintain that population. But I've heard plenty of stories about, even with the metal enclosure, about a bear that was smart enough to knock it down a hill and knew that it would pop open as it rolled down the hill, as it did several times. It figured out that force of hitting a tree or a rock or just off the ground would be enough to open that. And then he got the trash anyway. And those are not cheap. You're talking thousands of dollars to get one of those metal enclosures, and to know that even they aren't as bear-proof as these straps. Exactly. It's crazy. So this is just something in addition that's affordable, that's easy to install, and something that Sunrise can provide to our locals that are looking to, again, keep the bears out of the trash.
Absolutely. I guess the final point of that is with the trash lockers is not only do the bears will find a way, it's kind of crazy what they'll do, but the ultimate thing, and we've seen it and proven it in our own tests, but with these trash lockers holding up to being tossed around and slammed and that sort of thing, after a few attempts, they actually give up, as we've seen and showed on a couple videos that we had online of my own personal trash waiting to be picked up, and the bear walking right by, taking a sniff, going, nope, I already tried this 5 or 6 times, going to the neighbor.
Yeah.
So that in and of itself, after a few interactions of them trying to get at it, they know they can't, so they don't even try. I have not had, for the last 3 months, any attempts on trash, and we no longer even keep it in our house. We just put it outside in the trash, clip the lockers, and I don't walk out to any more attempts at my trash anymore. So they are smart. They know if they can't get it, no sense in wasting energy and time, they'll go on to the next. So I guess our ultimate goal would be everybody to have the trash lockers, and they're just back in the woods eating what they're supposed to be, foraging and that sort of thing, and doing what a bear should do. So that's the ultimate goal, and that's kind of the proof in the pudding, is that they ultimately give up. They can't get in, and they just kind of give up. So it just makes everything a lot easier. So got lots of different options and ways to get those set up for if you ever want to contact us. Anybody wants to contact us, we'll get you set up with that, and it's very easy, very simple, and extremely affordable.
So thanks for the update on that, Josh, and of course Sunrise Sanitation, all the awesome things that you guys do in our community. I understand you're here to talk about another awesome event. So you guys get kind of out there and involved in the community and donate in several ways, and you're not just helping locally, but you're helping abroad too. I understand you guys are part of a big project now. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure thing. So we had a couple gentlemen reach out to us here locally that are part of an amazing project that's going on right now. We've got I'll do some name dropping. I'm sure they won't mind too much because it's for a good cause. But Jeff Tressler with Backbone Tavern, Drew Stoll with Rough Country Restoration immediately reached out to me, knowing me personally, seeing if there's something we could help. So the reason we're helping is most of you probably seen it online. We've got a large group of guys, which I'll go down the list here soon, and they're building tiny homes to help those affected in southern Appalachia, North Carolina, Tennessee. You have towns that were completely wiped off the map. Basically, people are completely homeless, nowhere to go. Some of them are just distraught. They're literally living in tents. You got families that were thankfully, saved from the floods. However, they've lost everything and they're living in tents right now. So on top of that, you've got folks that are just completely lost. They've lost numerous people in their family. There's tons of horrible stories. We won't dive into it, but just, children on the streets looking for their parents, and come to find out they've been washed away, and just unbelievable things that you just don't think can happen in your own backyard.
Yeah.
So these guys have come together and they've made the Tiny Home Relief Project. They're also partnering with the Cajun Navy, which is a kind of a relief sort of program that helps with national disasters. And they're right here in downtown, and they're right beside Rough Country Restoration and behind Enterprise. Sunrise Sanitation, our part was to drop a couple containers, and free of charge, obviously. We do not look to make any kind of money or anything of that nature. We just want to help out. This is a really, really good cause.
Yeah.
Those containers are going to be used to store any kind of material, excess material, And the guys are building tiny homes with the ultimate goal of giving them to the folks down there. They're sending them off. They've already started. The one, I took pictures yesterday. They already had some of the studs up, and then the Garrett Equipment Rentals dropped off some lights so they could work into the night.
Oh, wow. How cool is that?
It's that time of year where it's getting a little dark pretty quick. So, but yeah, the guys, like I said, Drew and his crew, Moose reached out to me as well. He works there with Drew. All the guys from Rough Country Restoration. Again, Jeff with Backbone Tavern. You got Robert Uphole. You also got Above and Beyond LLC, Deep Creek Construction, and Deep Creek Handyman were the first guys to really answer the call. Just there working after hours, that sort of thing. I mean, and they're all contractors, so technically they all kind of compete with one another. But with this kind of thing, it doesn't matter. This is what we're about. This is what Garrett County is about. It's what true red-blooded Americans are about. We want to come together and help each other out. And this was a no-brainer. The second they asked, "This is what we're doing," absolutely. What can we do to help? So we dropped off 2 immediately, and anything else that we can do, we're there for them. This is a really, really cool setup. They are taking donations. They are taking donations through a page. If you Google on Facebook Tiny Home Relief Project, there is a page and there's a link. They're also taking any type of donation as far as some appliances that are still working and used. Any kind of extra material. If you've got a project going on and you've got, say, a dozen 2x4s left over, feel free to drop them off. They're taking anything they can.
Wow.
They'll take gift cards. I believe almost all of the companies in the area, from OC Plus to 84 to Lowe's, Nailers, they're all familiar with it. If you go in and tell them, hey, we're wanting to buy a gift card or donate to the Tiny Home Relief Project, they know exactly what's going on, and they'll make sure that the funds go directly to that and only to that. And these guys are in it for the good. I mean, they're wanting to pump out as many tiny homes as they can and get them down there for the folks that are literally homeless. They're sleeping on dirt right now. So it's
Wow.
A lot of these folks didn't see it coming. I mean, we've all seen the news. It's a sad situation. You can't even begin to think what it'd be like to wake up the next day and every single thing is gone, including your town. Not just your own home and your own vehicle and possibly even a family member, but everything is gone. So these guys are really stepping it up, and they're asking for anybody else that wants to help out. Lots of companies are jumping in. Like I said, it's not this person against that person. It's anybody and everybody that can help in Garrett County. Let's come together and be part of this and make a stand.
How great is that?
Yeah, it's a really, really great project. I'm super excited Sunrise can help out and do whatever we can to promote it. We're going to keep sharing their stuff. I mean, if you can't, obviously, if money's tight, we get it. And if you can't do that, at least get online, follow all these guys' pages, share their information as they're sharing the information out there, and help promote they're trying to update and keep photos of how they're coming along and with the build, and they're really flying. I mean, in one day they've basically got almost completely built as far as the frame and everything else. So it's really cool.
That's amazing. Well, it's great. I think there's been a recurring theme throughout the day, just talking about how Garrett County's community is and how anyone here, I think, give you the shirt off their back. Anyone will work with you to help you in time of need. And it's been really cool to see how great our companies and our individuals have been to help, not just locally, but abroad. What you guys are doing is very admirable, and we're happy to help share that on this platform, and of course, do our best to send people your way. Now, let's say if somebody maybe can't afford to buy any boards or send a gift card, but they can swing a hammer. Would that be beneficial?
Sure. I mean, talk to these guys. I'm sure they can find something for you to do somewhere. And like I said, at the very, very least, at least like and share their stuff, get the word out, to maybe someone that can afford it or can, help out. So yeah, any way you can help is I'm sure more than appreciated. So
awesome. Well, thank you so much, Josh. And again, can you give everyone their Facebook page so that they can link there to find more information?
Absolutely. You can always get on Sunrise Sanitation. We've shared a few of theirs and tagged them, but theirs particularly is Tiny Home Relief Project.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Josh. Got some great information today about the Tiny Home Relief Project, about Sunrise Sanitation, about the trash lockers that Sunrise is providing. I think we've got a great show here. Thanks so much for the update, and appreciate having you in again. Looking forward to having you on the show in the future as Sunrise goes on to bigger and better horizons. I know you guys are excited and growing and thriving, and we're happy to have you in our community and all that you guys do.
Absolutely, we really, really appreciate it. Thank you for having me. Lots of big things coming, so we're really excited.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Josh. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much.